Yo, what is going on YouTube? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And in this video, as you guys can see, I'm in the mining basement. And if you guys didn't know, I live in a colder climate, so pretty much for like majority of the year it is cold. And you know, I would say till the end of August, I would say we have a good summer, but at the end of August everything pretty much like cools down, and you know, we're pretty much close to September 15th, which is the middle of September. I would say that it's been really cold. Like, we've gotten down to 10 degrees Celsius in the nights. I don't know the direct conversion to Fahrenheit, but I will post that up right here so you guys can see. But I just feel like there's no need to run the grow tent anymore, and there's no need to have that fan running, and there's no need to have that fan running either, because like I said, it's super cold. And this is just, you can see the temperatures in the last 24 hours here. It's been 28 degrees 28.3 degrees Celsius currently, and 82.9 degrees Fahrenheit. And the lowest it's actually gone to in the last 24 hours is 26 degrees 0.1 degrees Celsius. So that's about 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Just to give some context here, but yeah, it gets really cold at night, and the house is really cold. So I don't think there's a need to have the grow tent anymore, especially like if it's gonna be hot. It's only gonna be hot for like a few hours of the day. And the merge is coming up anyway, so we may even shut down, so it's probably a better time to get them out of the grow tent, and I can probably start cleaning them and, you know, just doing some general maintenance on them. So yeah, I just want to take you through that and show you guys how I guess take it apart and whatnot. So we'll come to the PDU, and hopefully you guys can see I'm currently at 12 amps on each bank. So what I'm going to do is, in good practice, I go into Hive OS and I stop the miner. I don't shut it down. I always stop the miner and I let the GPUs just run for a little bit. So I'll just open this the tent door up and leave it. Give me a sec. Okay. So I open the tent door up. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to stop the miner. I'm gonna give it like 10 minutes, just for the GPUs to cool down and whatnot. So I'll let it acclimate. I'll let it cool down. I'll stop the miner. When I stop the miner, I'll come back and I'll show you guys briefly that obviously won't be running at the 12 amps that you guys see. So, and then I'll start like taking the fans apart, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let me stop the miner real quick and I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I've stopped the miner. Obviously I have not turned it off because you can still see the lights on and everything still running. Not mining, but they're still on, obviously. So we'll come and take a look at the PDU. If you guys can see, we currently have 9 amps on one bank and 8 amps on the other. So we definitely took down quite a few amps just by stopping the miner, obviously, because these are quite a bit of cards that are in the grow tent. So pretty much, like I said, I'm just going to give it a few more minutes. Let it truly cool down, shut it off. I'll pull them out, and then we'll come back and take it down. Alright guys, so the 2 rigs are out of the tent, and I moved the tent forward. I've pretty much taken all the cables out except for these 2. Pretty much what I'm doing now, I have a lint roller in my hand. What I usually do is I lint down the dusty areas of the tent, obviously the backside, and you can probably see I did a little bit up here. I don't know if the camera catches it, but you know, I just lint it down to make sure it's not dusty, and I'm not bringing dust all over the place, like towards the other rigs and to the other room when I have to pack it. So just a good practice or precaution that I do. So I'm just gonna lint it down and move on to the next step. Alright guys, cleaned everything off, but actually coming to the GPUs, if you guys can see, I don't know if it picks it up on camera, but these GPUs are actually really clean for being inside that grow tent. I honestly expected them to be a lot more dirtier, but they're significantly cleaner than my open air rigs. I'm not saying they're like spectacularly clean, but like they're clean compared to my other rigs. And I think these like screen filters that the grow tent has does a really great job of trapping dust, because I do clean them like weekly and stuff, but doing this initial clean, like I found a lot of dust trapped on the filter. So they definitely do a really good job of trapping out dust and whatnot. So yeah, really happy with that. But we're at the last part now, guys, and obviously it's pretty self-explanatory. You just got to come in here and pretty much just start, you know, taking them apart. So you just pop it off here, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but I was just gonna pop it off right here and just pull it apart. Another way is that you could just pull the grow tent off itself from the frame and take it apart. So let me see what I can do. All right, guys, as you guys can see, the 2 rigs are out. Got them all in the line. I apologize for the weird wood I put on the ground. I don't want it directly on the ground and didn't have enough wood, so definitely gonna have to go chop up some more wood when I have some time. But obviously a lot of people that are new to the channel haven't even seen these GPUs because they're always in that grow tent, and you can always hear the server power supply screaming. Obviously not screaming now because they're not in a hot environment like the grow tent, but you know, this is pretty much for the people that haven't seen my GPUs that were in the grow tent. I just had a 3080 non-LHR and 37. These are all full hash rate cards, by the way. That's a 3070 XC3, and then these two are 3080 XC3s, and that's a 3070 Founders Edition. And this rig is just a mix and match of like 3060s, 3060 Ti's, 3070s, and I think that's the highest it goes up to in this rig, and this is a 12 GPU rig. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I took everything down. One thing I can say, that grow tent was doing a crazy amount of work because it is significantly hotter in here. You can just feel the heat just rushing towards you. Obviously I took down my exhaust fans and everything, so but yeah, this is what I wanted, obviously, and obviously the merge is coming up, so I don't really care. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the video. Just want to show you guys me taking down my grow tent and bringing out the rigs again. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it looks pretty like this. Oh yeah, forgot to show you guys the PDU. Everything's up and running. As you guys, it's 12 amps on one bank, 11 on the other. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, nothing crazy. Just want to show you guys me taking down the tent. And yes, the tent did work. It really did help. So yeah, definitely don't regret that. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and all, guys. Peace.